to my YouTube channel. At the time of me recording this voiceover, it is the end of December, so happy holidays to everyone who's watching. And today I'll be showing the process of me drawing and using a new drawing tablet in Clip Studio. So the drawing tablet that I got was an XP Pen Artist 12 2nd generation. I got the color green, and I'll have a little bit more on that later, plus a little unboxing. So here I drew the Hogwarts house from the series Harry Potter as a character. I started the sketch in Procreate because it was a little bit more comfortable for me to sketch in there. I had tried with the tablet, but it kind of felt, it was very different to the iPad, which is what I've been using for a couple years. So I decided to do the sketch in Procreate. It would be easier and a little bit more looser, more natural, but I did the coloring in Clip Studio. So I got in Clip Studio during the summer sale, and like the last few days I was left, but I didn't want to pass up the chance to get it, and I really want to try it out. Since Procreate kind of has a few limits depending on the software of your iPad and stuff, like how many layers you have, sometimes it can be a little bit slow, it can freeze up. I wanted to move to using a tablet and computer to try drawing and see how it would work. I also got the tablet while it was on sale, so it was kind of a win-win. And I almost got the black color, but something told me to get the green. And I'm glad I got the green because mint green is like my second favorite color. Yes, so I did the sketch in Procreate and I kind of put a few base colors. I chose the colors I wanted and used it in there because on the computer and on the tablet, the colors are a little bit different than the iPad. So I didn't want to color pick from there and then it not be the colors that I wanted. So I did the color picking in Procreate as well. For the pose, I got the pose off of Pinterest, and the method that I used to try to get the pose right, since it's a little bit more difficult since she's crouching down and everything, I tried to use the blob method, I believe it's called, and it went okay. I'm pretty sure the point of using the blob method is to view the body and the pose as a shape rather than individual parts to kind of help your understanding and structure to be better. When I did the blob method, it helped, but I did have a few inaccuracies, so I kind of had to fiddle with it a little bit to make sure it matched up. So after I did the blob, I did a sketch over it to the best of my abilities following the reference. I put it to the same size so I could see, and then I put that sketch over the reference picture to see if it was correct, and I saw that some parts weren't correct, so I edited the sketch on top that was on top of the reference, and then I fixed the sketch that was off to the side based on the new sketch that I had did with the reference, and that helped me get a pretty accurate pose and one that I was really happy with. I also did the line art in Procreate. I use a kind of sketchy brush. Usually I use a more opaque and smooth brush, but this time I wanted to use a sketchy one. And as I was lining it, I saw that the feet just weren't working out, so I just cut them off. And it probably worked out better doing that anyways, since I don't really have any practice doing feet or shoes or anything like that. So then I transferred the file to Clip Studio and I got to coloring. So I had downloaded a few brushes before for Clip Studio, and it was a little bit weird because usually the brushes that I use are pretty opaque and then I just blend them out. But I think a lot of Clip Studio's brushes tend to be more painterly and I'm not really used to that. But you know, I tried my best. But I did really enjoy coloring it. The UI and look of Procreate is a lot more compact, I would say. Well, not compact, but everything is a little bit more put away and you have a lot more space to draw on. Meanwhile, in Clip Studio, everything is kind of open all the time. And I wasn't really used to where all the controls and all the, like the new layer, alpha lock, clipping mask, where all those buttons are. So that was kind of a learning curve. And I didn't really know how to do some of the things that I easily knew how to do in Procreate. So I had to figure that out too. I would say it was a little bit rough and I still need to have more practice with Clip Studio, but I think I can get there. I intend to use Clip Studio more as I continue with my art journey, so I can easily navigate between Procreate and Clip Studio and hopefully make some more bigger and more professional pieces. Okay, on to the character itself. So, Gryffindor is the house of the brave. Their mascot is the lion. So I tried to go for a little bit more, a more confident, more mischievous pose. So that's why I kind of have her down on the ground. She's looking to the side. She has a smirk on her face and everything. So I thought that fit the character pretty well. And because in the movies and in the books, Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron, they're always going on adventures. So I designed the Gryffindor to have more rugged appearance with like the ripped stockings and the tie pretty loose. The character seems like she values comfort over like looking put together and everything. She's always ready to just be on the go, jump into action, stuff like that. The hair, like the quick little claw in the hair, I put a little lion onto the claw as a motif to the mascot of the house. But the hair quickly put up into a claw, the ripped stockings, the disheveled, I don't know how to say that.
Disheveled.
State of her clothes all come together to embody what I think of when I think of Gryffindor. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with the coloring. The blending was pretty easy to do. I was kind of able to match it to my style of what I usually do for Procreate. I think I had the most fun doing the hair, and I'll definitely have to try and replicate that again somehow. I tried to do a little bit of lighting, sun coming from the side. She has her shadow off to the side. I really like that look. I really like how it looked. I'll probably use it again for other works in the future. This is the best background I can do. I don't know how to draw a proper background. Will I ever know? Who knows? But for now, this works. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is how the piece turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this time lapse. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below anything you have to say about the art, about the tablet, or just anything to do with art in general. If you're watching this around the holidays, happy holidays. If it's just a regular day, have a great day, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.